Generally we talk about 3 zones of the body for play. Waist downwards, you can use pretty much anywhere you like. From the waist to shoulders, we avoid anything across the chest or front to back on the left hand side. So you wouldn't put a pad, for example, on the front, a pad on the back of your left hand side because you're going straight through the heart. And then the third area, shoulders upwards, we don't play. So nothing on the neck, nothing on the ears or on the head, because you've got the brain in there and we don't want to be interfering with that. Great question. If you have any heart condition, epilepsy, or in the case of females, you may be pregnant, you want to get medical advice before considering that. Certainly if you have a pacemaker or any intravenous pumps, so insulin pumps or heart medication pumps, again, you want to get medical advice before you consider electrode play, because we don't want to interfere with any of those devices and cause unnecessary consequences. How long's a piece of string, really? It's like anything. There are no hard and fast rules on this. It's the point at which it stops being enjoyable, really. You need to stop. There's certainly no documented evidence to suggest there's any lasting effects from it. So yeah, it's one of those, go with what works for you, what feels right for you. If it's not working anymore, move on to something else. Pretty much anything, really. In as much as, yeah, latex is great because it's an insulator, though let's not put that around electrodes because otherwise you'll find that nothing works. Stuff that's metal based, so you know, your chainmail and those sort of things. If you're wearing harnesses and things like that, let's try and avoid anything that's going to cross the chest, because again, we don't want that electrical current across the chest. But other than that, generally, you're pretty much safe with most things. The best way of answering that question is actually to give you a negative. What make bad? Things like Crisco, fat, no, not very good at all, doesn't conduct particularly well. Silicon, big no-no. We avoid using silicon wherever possible electrode play. Mainly because it is a very bad conductor. That comes as a surprise to a lot of people because I think, well, hang on, silicon, that's what chips are made of and they conduct electricity. No, it's a bad conductor, apart from which it will eat its way through cables very, very quickly. Basically, you're looking for anything that is a water-based lubricant. Water conducts electricity, so quite simple. Try and avoid stuff that's got lots of salts in them, because that's actually not a good thing. So basically, any water-based gel will work, or lubricant will work quite nicely. Obviously, we have our own, but stuff like ID, any water-based lube is a good starter. I wouldn't, is the simple answer. The sticky based electrodes, the sort of pads and things, they're designed for surface play on the exterior of the body. They're not designed for internal play. So I certainly wouldn't advise it.